Week 3, we are still busy with Unit 1. Good day, trainees. For today's lesson, please get a pen or pencil, have a notebook next to you or beside you, and try to participate during the lesson. You must be at home and not outdoor or in a car driving, otherwise you will be marked or considered absent. Also, please no smoking during the session, right? That is strictly prohibited. First we will check our attendance, then we will start with our lesson. For our safety talk today, we are going to look at or talk about road safety. Be aware of what other drivers around you are doing. For example, if a car near you or even next to you is slowing down and you cannot see the reason, or you don't know the reason why it is slowing down, it might be that the driver is slowing down to stop for a pedestrian who is crossing the street or who's crossing a pedestrian crossing, right? But you should not attempt to overtake them, otherwise you might run down or run over the pedestrian. So please be careful of what other drivers around you are doing when you are on the roads. The objectives for today's lesson are as follow. You are going to practice demonstratives. These are near and far, right? They tell you where things are. For near demonstratives, we have this and these, and for far demonstratives, we have that and those. Practice asking and answering questions with what or who, and then you will also be completing a few sentences. First, we will review some of the objects inside the classroom as what we did last week or the previous week. The word pen, you know, P-E-N, P sound, remember? You need to be careful when pronouncing the P and the B sound, right? In this case, P, pen, pencil, book, desk, door, chair, board as in the whiteboard, floor, marker as in whiteboard marker, ceiling, not the roof. The roof, remember, is outside the building or outside your house. The ceiling is where the lights have been mounted. The lights have been mounted in the ceiling, or the projector is mounted in the ceiling, inside the building. The topic or discussion of today's lesson will focus on, like we said in the objectives, it will focus on demonstratives. This, these, that, and those. Objects or things that are near to you or close to you, and objects that are far from you. Alright? This refers to one object. This pen, this textbook, this phone, one object, one item, but you can touch it, you can reach it, or you can pick it up, right? It's near or close to you. These refer to many things, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but they are also near you or close to you. The only difference is there are many of them, okay? So these are objects that are near to you or close to you. That refers to something, an object, one item that is far from you. For example, on the other side of the room, or maybe on a table. You cannot reach it, it's too far. That's why people say, that book over there is mine, or that phone over there belongs to Ali. It's too far. That's why we use that. Those refer to many items or many objects. They are also far from you. You cannot reach them. Those textbooks belong to the students in group 7. Those pencils must go back to the admin. That and those, one thing, many things, they refer to things that are far from you. You cannot reach them. It's too far. Okay? This and these refer to things that are close to you or near you. You can touch them or you can pick them up and hold them in your hand. So just remember that small difference. This and these, near you or close to you. That and those, things that are far from you. You cannot reach them, you cannot touch them, or you cannot pick them up because they are too far. This, for example, this is a pen. It is in my hand. Okay, I can touch the pen. I'm holding the pen in my hand. This, it's one item, one object. That is a pen, one pen. It is on the table. That pen is on the table. It's not in my hand. It's too far. That's why we use that. That pen, that textbook, that phone, what else? That power bank, that charger is on the table. The table is on the other side of the room. Okay? One item, one object that is far, we use that. These are your pens. They are in my hands. I'm holding 7 or 8 pens. Right? They are your pens. I'm touching them. I'm holding them. They are close to me, or they are near me or near to me. So for many objects or many items that you can touch or pick up or hold in your hand, we use these. Those are your pens. They are in your hands. Your friend is standing in the corner of the classroom. You are standing in the other corner of the classroom. Those pens are yours, right? They are far from you. They are in your hands. You're talking to your friend. He's holding all the pens in his hand. He is far from you. Right? They are in your hands, the other side of the room. So anything that's far from you, that's like 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7 items, we use those. Okay? Asking questions about things. What is this? Or what's this? Contraction. What is that? What's that? Right? Same meaning, but just a contracted version of is. This is a one object that's near or close to you. That is a one object that's far from you. Or it is a, this is a car. I'm standing next to the car. My hand is on the car. I'm touching the car. That is a car. The car is standing over there in the parking area. I'm maybe 10 or 20 meters from the car. I'm pointing to that red car over there. Or it is a car. What are these? They are, or these are. What are these? They are cars. Or are cars. Who is he? Or who is she? He is, or it is. Who are they? They are. Who are you? I am. Saw nails, pliers, hammer, screwdriver, carpenter. Read the following numbers and mark the letters you know. Right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There is or there are. One is used for one object and the other one is used for many objects. Is used when we talk about one thing in the present tense, now, in the now tense. For example, there is a boy. There is a book. One book, now in this present time. There is an apple. There is a car. There is a woman. One object, one thing. Okay? There are, when we talk about many things. For example, there are 2 oranges on my desk. There are 3 people inside the restaurant. There are 5 glasses on the kitchen table. There are 6 women in the supermarket. There are 4 girls in the cafeteria. All of these, they are more than one. Then we use are, right? For one thing or one object, is. There is or there are. You need to complete the sentences. Look at the picture and count how many objects there are of one, or how many are there of one object, the same object. A t-shirt on the bed, right? There is or there are t-shirt on the bed. 2 books on the floor. A scarf. A scarf is something people put around their necks in winter when it's cold, or to keep their necks warm. There are 4 pictures on the wall. Many books on the shelves. A book on the bed. A laptop on the floor. Some papers on the floor. The key here is, if it's a or a, then you know they're talking about one item, right? If the noun has an s at the end, then you know it's usually many, singular and plural. There is a t-shirt on the bed. There are 2 books on the floor. There is a scarf. There are 4 pictures. There are many books. There is a book on the bed. There is a laptop on the floor. There are some papers on the floor. Practice. count the numbers and write them in the blanks. Follow the example. For example, this is one carpenter, one object, one person, right? Singular. You are going to look at the pictures and decide how many items there are. Then based on that, you are going to fill in the answer for each number. Is saw are screwdrivers. 7, right? 2 what? Hammers. So you will look at the picture and use this, these, and how many items there are. Right? To check your answer, there, right? There, 5 what? There, 7. There are pliers, and there are 3, name of the tools. Alright. Feedback and correction.